for sure on. But
great.
Because it's a wholesale thing, and
we'll go ahead and check that out and just see if it's viable. Okay. Guys, if my fix and flip, my single family fix and flip in Detroit moves really quickly, or to me really quickly is within a month or 2 weeks, I will open the floodgates for personal single family fix and flips, meaning that I will be paying assignment fees left and right. And I just want to let everybody here know that the amount of single families that there are to multifamilies in my market of Detroit is 10 to 1. And that is a literal expression, 10 to 1. There are 10 times the amount of single families that there are multifamilies in Detroit, and maybe even more when you consider the opportunities, because a lot of the multifamilies are just not even opportunities, but a lot of the single families are. Okay, so I'm looking at a deal with dog doors on it. Dog doors are security doors. It looks to be moderately distressed, but not tremendously. Looks like something that a buyer would definitely ask for a concession on if it were a rental. However, if it were a creative deal, I think that they might be okay. Well, check this out. Hole in the ceiling. So is this a fix and flip?
Yes. Yeah, I budgeted for 24 to 34.
Okay, good. This is Harry Gold. Let me take this really quick.
Go ahead.
Hey, man, what's going on? I'm on stream right now.
Hello, cool. Well, I heard your note about the price point of my duplexes, and another buyer has not submitted EMD. So if you want to think about something at the 125 price point, let me know.
Well, we're just waiting. So Donald, I'll get you a buyer on that. I'm just waiting for you to tell me, hey, it's all done.
For Donald.
Yeah. So I haven't heard a lot on the other two that I sent, because it's typically way above the price point that we do, but I think the cash on cash is there. For Donald, that's exactly what we do, and I know we can move that. But it's exactly as I told you from the beginning. If we walk it, they're just going to say, well, let's walk it again when it's done.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, well, I mean, there's, like I said, so I have a new address that I have not told you about before. That's at a lower price point.
Oh.
Yeah. So if that's relevant to you,
it definitely is relevant. I've got a line of people here that I've got to help out, and I do want to check that out. Let me confirm that your EMD was submitted on the other one. It was supposed to be in today. So I'll confirm that that's in, and I'm pretty sure it is in. That's.
Yeah. So East 74th was like the for sure one.
Yeah, that made sense. Is EMD on East 74th in? And then let me just ask the other TC on the other side of the team. So Quaid's TC, is EMD in now? And then I'll let you know, it should be in right now. They told me it would be in today. The last thing they said is EMD will be in the morning. So that was yesterday night. So I think it is in. As far as the next one, send it over. I can't do the underwrite right now, unfortunately, because I'm mid conversation with this guy.
Yeah,
and I told him I'd spend a lot of time today reviewing deals, but I think tomorrow would be an ideal day for us to do another deal review, and then we can see if we can get that one under contract too. And if you've got other buyers for those other ones, I'm not going to hold you up at all on any of that.
Oh yeah. So check this out. That Newark property, just while I have you, that thing actually comps for like 300. So I'm going to try to sell it through the MLS for.
Yeah.
I had it locked down at 260. So
I wish my buyers cared about comps. I wish they did. It's purely return for them.
Oh, sure. But dude, if I can make an extra 30.
Oh yeah, that would be mean. And I'd be happy. I'd be happy for you, man. I would never try to hold you back from something like that. But hey, let me get back to this guy. I feel bad. I gotta help these people out.
All right. Bye.
Yeah. So sorry about that, man. He's a friend as well, so I try to pick up the phone.
No problem.
But yes, checking out your deal. You got a fix and flip property here. Single family or multifamily? Single
family. Yep.
Great. Okay, I think that in order to get this thing nice, it needs landscaping, maybe some paint on that brick. The brick looks a little older. We need a bathroom. Yeah, that bathroom is. I don't think we can salvage that. As I look at the tiles on the floor, they're just all. If you look closely here, this is the type of stuff that's like, all right, we should replace that. Yeah, Sora, I saw that Joanna's closing. I'm really happy about that, man. That's been a mess for me as well. But yeah, I would say that my contractor would. Yeah, a lot of this stuff like looks like it's okay. Like I get that it looks like it's okay, but this, stuff like that, kind of requires like the whole thing to be redone. I know it's like close and in theory somebody could live in there, but the reason that the wall is collapsing right there is because water intrusion. So I think that the rehab on this, if I sent my contractor through this, he would say that if we were doing a rental level of renovation, we could probably only spend 10 or 15 and make it okay. We just fix some of the tiles and such, and then it would be okay. Now, if we're flipping for the market, did you just see the bathroom that I posted on my Instagram story and what that looked like?
I did not.
Let me show you what that looks like, because that's really going to give you some insight here. So this is a bathroom on a property.
If you want to get,
check this out. So this is what a brand new bathroom looks like. As you can see, it's a higher level of rehab. This is a single family, much like yours.
Yeah.
So it's a much higher level of rehab than what we would do to a multifamily property. So there's a rental renovation and there's a single family renovation. And the single family renovation on this one, I probably wouldn't keep anything. I'd probably take out the carpet. I'd probably redo the bathrooms. I'd probably redo the kitchen.
Yep.
And on this, I think my contractor probably would quote me like 45, depending on the roof. But we also have that garage in the back. That also needs a new roof, but there's a tree over it. So major landscaping to be done in the front and the back, and then probably 40 on the interior. I'm thinking somebody would still probably pour like 45, 50 into something like this for a single family. That's not to be confused with a rental property. Now, rental property, I guess I mean multifamily. Now, what do you think the ARV is on this thing?
150
150
on the conservative side.
Okay, let's just confirm. Here's the property. And I won't share my screen on your address, but I do want to show the comping process and just roughly where the property is. So I'm going to draw around here and here, and then let's hide the address. It's a 311210. Okay, guys, think brick 311210, somewhere around here. Brick 31 1200 square feet. Brick 31 1200 square feet. Okay, so we're looking for a 2-story 3-1 brick property with approximately 1200 square feet that has sold in the past 12 months. And you got some really high, awesome numbers right here on some different types of properties. And then we're going to scroll down until the square footage starts to match. Now, here's an interesting thing that I only learned probably in the last year. You know how these properties look like they're the same size as yours, but for some reason they say they have 1,500 more square feet? It's the basement. They just
the finished basement.
Yeah, so you always want to ask, like, hey, do we have a basement that can be finished into living space? Because that's how these guys are getting these crazy numbers. Because the reality is, a lot of these things would be comps if they were, if we could finish the basement. Now look at this thing.
Right.
That's a 3, 2.5, maybe. Yeah, 3, 2.5, 1,400 square feet for 250.
Yep.
Going down here, 3, 2. They just finished the basement. It's not actually a bigger property than yours. And then let's keep scrolling until I mean, this is what you are. You are this property right here. Just a little bit more square footage and very, very recent sale too. Man, I think it's above 150 for sure. No doubt. Because look at this.
I just based it off of like similar age and then similar radius, but I guess it could be more than that then.
What's your year build?
I think it's 1938.
Yeah, this is 46. That's a comp.
Oh,
that's a bungalow.
Good to know.
Here's another.
It's way better than the comps I had.
30, 35. Yeah, I mean,
I was thinking minimum, like even just rental ARV could be 140. I guess that was a rehab. But I know that some of the comps were like much higher end finishes. I'm like, okay, you could probably push that a little further if you really went out with it and finished the basement and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like we could get 200 for this, man. I feel like we could. I see these comps here, but what these are, these aren't really flips. These are like retail sales. So what I mean is they bought. Well, that one's actually really nice right there, but. A lot of these other ones up here, and we can go, I think your property is pretty close to this area right here. I mean, this guy's the neighbor's house. That's the neighbor's house, and it is the same type of property. It just finished. I mean, let's see if they finished the basement. Let's just see about the basement here, because I don't think they really have that square footage on you. So I would say 200 for the ARV. I think 200 for the
Okay.
ARV is fair and reasonable. All I want to see is if this guy actually did his basement or maybe his attic. I did my attic to add 600 square feet on mine. So sometimes you can do the attic. This probably doesn't have an attic though, based on this layout. So what is this? Yep, look at that. They got a bar in the basement. Yep, they got a full finished basement. So yeah, no. There's square footage, dude. Look at that square footage. Bingo, that's your square footage. So that's before they did the rehab. Now that's living space, and now we consider it to be real square footage. But that's just a finished basement. You know, they made a game room, which is really cool. I love that strategy for them.
Nice.
So yeah, man, I'm gonna venture to say your ARV is 200, and now and I think that if we're finishing the basement, let's call it 55 to make this real nice because we got to take care of the structure in the back. So what price do you think you can get this at?
I have a verbal at 65. They just needed credibility.
Man,
and then she presented another one. I made an offer on that, but it's kind of tied into like, oh, well, you're a wholesaler and I want to talk to your buyer and blah, blah. I'm like, oh, okay. So I was hoping if you could call the agent. She's really sweet. Name's Tammy. Also had rapport because my mom's name's Tammy and she told me about the South and she's really sweet, but she's never done anything like this, I guess.
Sure. Well, let me look at you got a basement in here. Let me just make sure you get a basement. Not really evident. Maybe yes, maybe no. And then I also want to see your street view. I just want to make sure the neighbors' houses aren't like abandoned or something. Oh, now that is interesting. You're on a double yellow line. You're on a double yellow line, and a double yellow line, the significance is that cars like this go on it. It's busy. It's less desirable to families. Generally 15% less on ARV for a double yellow line. Is this the house or is 8?
I can't see the screen.
Oh, I probably think I see it. Oh, I see it. I see it here. Huh. Let me look at something on the same road. Let me see if there's anything on the same road here because the double yellow line skews it. Neighbor's house, 1984 square feet, sold for 150K. Others neighbor house, 1974 square feet for 147. So yeah, you know what's interesting? These other houses are tucked into the neighborhood, and that makes it much more desirable, pushing it to that 200 ARV that we're seeing, even higher than 200,000 ARV. And this one's just on a busy road, so that's why, yeah, you're right. I think closer to 150. Okay, so I'm basing it off of these two comps, which are on that 7-mile road. Well, actually, we got 3 right here. Check this out. And wait a second, this guy sold for 200. But he has
the neighbor's house has an extra bed and bath for sold it for 170. And I wouldn't even say it's remodeled. I mean, it's kind of.
I think these are pretty. I think these are pretty solid comps for us right here because they're on that line.
Right.
So yeah, let's say any word on those AirPods. Oh, Angela, I'm gonna have to check on that, man. Shit. Estimated delivery August 18th. Oof, I'm gonna forget if I don't look, but we'll add the closing costs and the rehab to that and see where that would have us stand. And then if that works, I'll call in just a moment here. So let me check on this guy's AirPods. We ship out a lot of fun items. Arriving today, order placed August 12th, Angelo. Yeah, check this out. Got you, bro. Got you. We're not trying to take anything from anybody. So that's there's no address in there, right? Okay, good. Yeah, that you'll get those, man. Don't worry. And it does come with the case. Okay, sorry about that, Hunter.
No problem.
Okay, so here's how I'm gonna run it. You have it at 65 verbally, right? So let's run our 65, and you can see all my fun little orders for other people, not myself. Okay, 70. 70 is the buyer's price, right? Because let's say you charge 5K.
Right.
10,000 closing costs, 3,000 holding costs. Holding costs are interest payments while you're doing the rehab. And then you have your, I would say 55 because of the structure in the back and the landscaping and the tree hanging over the structure. That's a big thing. In it for about 138. Let's say it sells for the high 160, realtor commission out of 166%, walking with 150 in it for 138. Margins are a little slim on this. When I saw this initially, my thinking was, wait a second, You're this house right here.
Yeah.
You are this house. It is true. This guy just
Right.
finished his basement. We even saw it in this guy's example right here, where we can literally see the finished basement here. But
Right.
the only difference is,
It's not on that busy street.
yeah, neighborhood 1, nice, solid,
Yep.
safe. Kids can run in the street. Probably not going to get hit. Neighborhood 2, looking like a little different. So that's probably bringing us to that decrease in ARV versus neighborhood 1 versus neighborhood 2. So I would say margins are a little tight. I totally see where you're coming from on it. But the reality is, where would I want this thing to flip it myself? Well, I honestly wouldn't love to flip something like this myself, because my thought process is, well, they're thinking about their kids. Who is my buyer profile? Buyer profile is a family, right? 4-2 duplex or 4-2 single family, not an investor. And they're thinking, can I raise my kids here, and will my kids get hit by a car? And can they play in the front yard? And is that safe with the people walking by on the sidewalk? Could there be homeless people out here? You know, it's Detroit. Could there be drive-bys? An even better question. So
spot time look fine.
So what I'm thinking is, let's say we got it at 35, which means they get it at 40. So plus 5 for your fee, plus 10 for closing costs, plus 3 for holding costs, plus 55 on rehab. You're in it for 108. It's kind of a tight deal. It sells for 155 even. 6% comes off the top, 145, and then subtract 108. So even at 108,000, you make just enough money for me to be like, okay, I might want to flip it. But for me, the real deal breaker is this guy right here, WO line. And I think that might be reflected. Now, I'll always say this. If, my opinion is just an opinion at the end of the day. I'm not the voice of reason. So if we go in Buy Box Cartel and we log in, there's going to be a lot of people who flipped on this road in this area. And you can say, hey, I saw you flipped on this busy double yellow line road. Would you flip on this busy double yellow line road again? So I'd go here, and this is for everybody. I would just do this for everybody. Look it up. We're looking for a fix and flipper. Let that thing hunt. Let it hunt, let it hunt, let it hunt. And then let's see if we can find somebody who did one on a busy road. Well, there's one right there. Look at that busy road. Well, it looks like it's the other side of it, so pretty close. But you're noticing a trend. These people kind of want to flip in the neighborhoods. So yeah, I'd say that you could call these people. We could skip trace this individual right here, and let me see if I give him a call right now. Just ask him if he's looking for another flip, because I can see that this guy acquired some flips. Could be the right number, could be the wrong number. Let's give him a call. Let's just ask if this guy's flipping. Hey, I saw you bought a flip. Are you still flipping? Oh no, wrong number. Let me try that one more time. Doesn't look like it's the right number. Wrong number. I guess we could try one more here. I don't know how accurate these second searches are.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Detroit property.
Thanks. Please stay on the line.
It's a real number. Is it actually them? Calling from a phone number, Mohammed. What did you click on Buy Box Cartel? Buyers list. Gemma, pick up the phone.
I'm sorry, this person is not available.
Well, it's a real phone number, and it's located in Dearborn, Michigan, which is where this property is. So I have to believe that that's probably the person, but I don't necessarily know to be sure. But if I call 4 of these, as I did yesterday, one person picks up, and I don't know if you heard the call with the guy yesterday, but I call the guy, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm still buying. As long as it's not a shitty property, I'm still buying. So, it can be done, and it is important to note that if you really have faith in your deal, it's okay to disagree with me and lock that thing up and go ahead and see if you can sell that to one of these buyers on here. It's just, I think that my buyers would reflect the opinion that I'm showing here now.
Okay. Well, then that's my question. I had two others. If you could look at one, you gave me a verbal at 59. It's the last one.
Got you.
But my issue before accepting is because with this first one or these first two, because my name wasn't in your proof of funds, they were like, oh, well, I want to talk to the buyer and blah, 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 blah. And so I'm hesitant on like, I say that I'm partnering with you doing acquisitions, but it seemed to have been a problem with the proof
I'm
of
noticing
funds.
a pattern here. I wouldn't speak like that anymore. You know,
Okay.
I wouldn't, a lot of people start like that because it's easy. Hey, I'm doing acquisitions for this buyer here,
Right.
but I would speak as a buyer, my lender this, my
Okay.
lender that, my lender this. Even when
Okay.
I'm wholesaling, I refer to it as my lender this, my lender that, my lender this, my lender that. And
Right.
I would say that students like Yusuf likely don't say, hey, I'm doing acquisitions, because they're like, well, what does that mean? That kind of means you're a wholesaler,
Okay.
doesn't it? So
Right.
I wouldn't exactly lie to these individuals, but what I would do is I'd say,
Right.
hey, I think my lender's going to come in here. I think my lender's going to come in there. And they're like, and if they ever ask you if you're the buyer, it means that the words that you've said, they don't think you're the buyer. But notice,
Right.
does anybody ever ask me that?
No.
No, they don't.
Well,
and also, if you're not able to speak like that yet, email them.
Yeah, that's how I've been doing most of these. And this was a text, and she just called me, and I answered and gave two offers.
You tell her, say, hey, say when they call you, say on site, busy right now. Tell her you're on site. Tell her you're working.
Okay.
Refer to, say, can I send my GC in? When can we send my GC in? So immediately calling.
Yeah, she was wanting to meet, at least for that one, about a contractor saying because of those doors, and like, oh, I'd meet the contractor there.
100%. Yeah, those doors, they were on my last flip. We tried to get into it. We literally couldn't. But honestly, another great strategy, guys, before you even have a deal, get yourself 10 buyers. Get yourself 10 buyers. Cold call those buyers on Buy Box Cartel. You don't even have to have something under contract. Now you have 10 buyers, and these are 10 people you can send to properties. So now the first thing you say when you call is the first thing I say when I call. Hey, I want to submit earnest money day one, no inspection period. How could we possibly do EMD day one with no inspection period? It's because we are just a phone call away from the buyer who's ready to go walk the property.
Okay. Interesting.
So I would say change the approach a little. Your deal that you showed me here was very close. It's just the double yellow line, but I'd change the way you're speaking to these individuals a little bit. All right, now checking out your other deal. I only see the 7 mile, and then I see your comps.
Okay,
is the next one Winthrop, or is that a comp for?
Yes. Yeah, that's the other one with this agent. She was like, oh, I have another one you could look at. I just listed it. It was listed for 130, offered 80, didn't get a response because she's kind of waiting on credibility for the first one.
It's cute.
But for that one, wait, maybe I did the wrong one. But I have 150 for ARV. Wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong.
If this is Winthrop, I like the neighborhood a lot. The neighborhood looks awesome. Condition looks awesome too.
Yeah. Okay. ARV 186, offered 80. I didn't put a list, but I got between 203, which is I think a neighbor's house. And then it's back up on sale again for a higher price, but that's on Sussex.
Okay,
I'm gonna look
at Winthrop. What price should I look at Winthrop for?
The ARV being 186.
186. Okay. Please, I just need to know if this app I have paid for works so I can move. Am so frustrated. What app? Are we talking about the Discord? Like, just like this live stream? I want to call someone. The thing about that is you just got to pick up your phone and dial, man. But if there is, I'll put it this way. This guy you see with the green baby face, bottom right screen, he lives in Egypt. He's like 21 years old, maybe 22, and he's got 45,000 in closing. So it works. I don't know if that's what you're asking, but if there's a specific app you want a recommendation on, let me know. I don't use a dialer. I don't know. But let me know if there's something I can do to help you out. I'm just trying to get through this list. So looking at your next one, love in the neighborhood. First things first, I'm going to check your ARV. Okay. Here's the property. We're going to zoom in. And then we're going to go draw around this neighborhood right here. And then we'll go ahead and look at the sales. So you're a 4.3 with 1,700 square feet. And I bet I could finish your basement too.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
One of the bathrooms looks kind of remodeled. Another one still needs to.
So we could be looking at a 5.2.5. We could be looking at a
Yep.
2,000 square foot 5.2.5. Very valuable layout of a property. This is a colonial style house. It's cute. It's just when properties were starting to become lame, but it's still an awesome looking house. Guys, I think houses started to become lame. Well, I guess I'll say the 80s. So just not quite the 40s. Houses became lame in the 80s. They're still cool 80s houses, but we started to get really good at making things. Now, yeah. So first opinion on comps is this. This is the first thing I see when I look at the comps. And I'm like, okay, I see a lot of like 60s and 100s, but then I do see a couple higher ones. And you are in a really nice neighborhood. Maybe I'll go a little wider. Maybe I'll go a little bit wider here. A little wider on my comping range because this is a really nice looking neighborhood. So 130, 1733 square feet, colonial, price high to low, past 12 months. All right, guys, let's look at comps. I'm going to scroll until I find something that's a similar layout and shape ideally. So 4.3, lots of square footage. In fact, looks like you're the biggest property here. Yeah, you're the biggest property here. You know, these are tiny little properties, and you're the biggest one here. That would suggest that you would sell for one of the highest numbers in the neighborhood. And honestly, it doesn't really look like there's anything quite ready to he uses QUO to call in Egypt. This guy right here. Wow, nice rehab. Interesting. Kind of an office looking rehab, but we'll take it. Nobody really renovates like that. What an interesting rehab. That's some interesting stuff. That's my favorite part about real estate. Everybody gets to show their different taste. This person likes to live in like a Google office, but I'll take it. Huh. Look at that tiny little fridge they put in here. Oh, indie contractor's been sleeping in here. And they didn't stage it either. Staging gets you a much higher price. Huh.
Not even a virtual staging.
Wow, what an interesting shower. This person's got some unique taste. It's not the worst in the world either.
It needs shower glass, not that.
I don't know what that is, but
strange.
They got a fireplace in the bathroom. God, this person.
I've done a bathroom like that. That's nice.
This person was imaginative.
You should have put shower glass around that shower though.
Yeah, it's weird.
Can't
it's
imagine
like
put a curtain.
it's like 99% done, and I'm like, guys, you just should have staged this thing, and you probably could have gotten more. But what's interesting is that tiny little square feet. Maybe they finished the basement. Now I don't know if we consider this a finished basement. I mean, you could hang out down here, but would you want to? I don't think it's quite finished.
No.
So
I always thought finished was like wood floors, or I mean something nicer than that. Maybe some air conditioning, some like a bar, like the last one.
Finished is kind of like drywall and the floors. They did the drywall, but they're so close to being able to consider this living space. It's like almost living space. If there was carpet down here, this is through and through living space, even with the ceiling. So yeah, that's interesting, man. So here's my thoughts on this. You've got the best property in the neighborhood. There's no other property with your beds, baths, and square footage. There just isn't. Maybe we can go back more than 12 months to find one that was like that. There we go.
Oof.
Okay, so that's a 7.3, but it's different. And yeah, not too many more. So there you got the 3.2, and then you got this one right here for 2.15. So that didn't help us too much either. Interesting. I don't know what to make of this because the evidence is that your ARV is over $200,000, but nobody's ever done it before. Nobody's done it. Maybe past 36 months. These are super invalid comps, guys, what we're looking at here 36 months ago. But I'm just trying to understand the area. And it looks like the highest of high sales in the area are going to be at around the 200 mark. but we're nicer than these properties. I'm going to look at one
Right.
more rehab in the area to try to understand it. But I think your ARV, although other people may disagree because there's no evidence of it, I think it's 225. Looking at this
Okay.
rehab.
And I had a conservative number at 186.
Yeah, it's the nicest one there. It's the nicest one there. And then what do you think you could get this for? 80?
I offered it 80, but it kind of seems contingent on with this agent because of the first deal. I was hoping to
Okay.
get the credibility.
If we could get this at 80, I think it is worth shooting our shot. I think it's worth shooting our shot
Correct.
at 80. I haven't checked your rehab. I'm going to pause my screen share so I can see the rehab really quick, but it didn't look that bad. It looked pretty cosmetic, and I might be a buyer for something like that. But let me just see. I do kind of want to wait for my single family to sell, but my contractor's telling me to pick up another one. Yeah, not a bad rehab at all, man. This is a list of light.
Yeah, one bathroom looks okay. The other one needs more carpet.
I like this
Maybe.
project, man. If I were you, I would get more buyers than just myself because I don't have a massive capacity. So I'd say grab more buyers than myself, but I like this. This opportunity is good. The only thing I wish we had is I wish somebody had done a property just like this before. I wish there were more like this, but the neighborhood is good. The comps are good. The only thing is you're entering into uncharted territory as the highest comp in the area. But I think it deserves to be the highest comp in the area. And then the rehab here, gosh, not that bad. Hard to say if we need a new roof. The roof looks like it has texture on it. I don't think we needed any brickwork. Windows are a little older. Yeah, a little older on the windows. Yeah, you don't need any brickwork, man. I think 4550 would make this nice, real nice. 4550 would make this real nice. And if you happen to get that at 80, well, I mean, let's do the numbers on 80. I paid $5 to Rebtel. Never heard of $5 to Rebtel. Okay, so if you get it at 80, let's say buyer pays you 87, $7,000 fee, 10,000 closing costs, plus 3,000 holding costs, plus 50,000 conservative rehab, in it for 150. And then, yeah, I would probably list it like 215, and then realtor takes 6. You walk with 202. You're in it for 150. Yeah, I think somebody would pick this up. I don't think I'm your buyer on this one, just because I feel like I want to have a little bit more evidence for properties of that type, but somebody would. Somebody else would, a much more experienced flipper. I'm a newer flipper. I've only been flipping for about a year now, guys. So I like this deal. I like the deal. I think it makes sense. I think we can justify it. So you want me to call the realtor and then see if I can give you some credibility here?
Yes.
Okay. So if we call the realtor, I'm not the buyer on it. So what am I saying? I'm the wholesaler on it. I'm wholesaling it to somebody else. Well, I could call her and be like, hey, I buy all over Detroit. I do have 6 properties in Detroit right now. I'm at my capacity, but my buddy could totally pick something like this up. And I've got a lot of followers for wholesaling. Can we go to the seller and ask? Because that's what I probably want to do, man. I don't want to lie to this nice woman. I probably would want to go to her and be like, can we go to the seller and just ask about whether or not you'd be willing to work with a big wholesale company to get this thing moved? How long has it been sitting?
This one for like 7 days, I think. She just listed it.
Not very long.
Yeah, the hesitation with the wholesale is what she called me this morning saying she talked to her broker, like, oh, we've had wholesalers in the past and then they pulled out. And
yeah. Well, you know what I think the best way to handle this is? I think the best way to handle this is to call from scratch and act like I don't know who you are, and just say, hey, because what I can say is I can be kind of ambiguous and say, hey, because in reality, I don't want to tell her that I'm the end buyer when I'm not the end buyer. And I sign my name on the contract, even though you're keeping the majority of the profit, and then I got to cancel the contract if it doesn't go through, and then we got to have that conversation with them. So I'm here to facilitate. So what we can do is I think I can. Oh, but then I'd just be handing it back to you. Is there anybody here who would do an initial outreach on this property? I think it's a good fix and flip, and I think if you cold call buyers on Buy Box Cartel, or what you could do is you could find the buyer first. I mean, how about we do this? How about because I just don't want to lie to people, man. So I think, and if it's a fix and flip, I never have 100% confidence, but I do feel like it's worth it. I feel like it's worth shooting your shot. because she brought that up, I always like to be ambiguous about it. You know, I could be the buyer, I might not be the buyer. I do have properties here. I haven't really told you whether I am the buyer. So if we look up this address and we do what we just did, maybe I can make 4 calls, get you a buyer to walk the property, and then she can meet somebody at the property. And then maybe she'll be open to it if she's with the buyer. So let's see. This guy has 2 flips in the area. Let me show Chris a glitch that's going on here. It won't let me see his details, but I can just scroll down and see it. Hey, here's a glitch. When you've already unlocked somebody's details here and you want to see those details, it doesn't let you see the details by clicking right here. I would just make it so that when you've already unlocked, I know it lets you unlock, but when you've already unlocked, it still lets you see details. Okay, so let's unlock a couple. This guy's bought 6 this year. 6 this year. Last property he bought was less than a month ago. His name is Charles. We probably have to call 4, maybe 5, maybe 6 to find one who picks up the phone. Maybe they get back to us later. But here's the first one.
We're sorry you've called is unavailable. Your call is important to us. Please leave your name and number, and we will respond as soon as we can.
Can't say that that's a real or fake number. Not really sure. It kind of sounds like a company number. Here's another one.
Jack customer you have called.
That's a disconnected number. So this one right here is wrong number. And then let's go ahead and look for the next guy because we can't get a hold of them. This guy's also done 6 this year. 6 flips this year. Her name is Amanda. Amanda just bought a property on Auburn Street. She's got a Cleveland number.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
That's a person, because that phone number, those 2 rings you heard, the one ring and then voicemail, that's a person. That means that person is just not available right now. And the phone number is blue. I'm going to say, hey, Amanda, or maybe I don't want to say Amanda. I have another one for you in Detroit. Still flipping? And I'm just going to text her like that. And look, the texts are blue. Blue text connected to an iPhone. So that's a real flipper. That's somebody. It just says delivered. Let's see if she's going to. So I said, I have another one for you in Detroit, still flipping. I didn't say, hey, Amanda, because hey, Amanda is kind of like salesy, like, oh, it's a text blast. But blue text message, I have another one for you in Detroit, still flipping, question mark. Looks like a real person. So yeah, I would just do that, man. If you called 20 or 30 of these people, you could send somebody to the property. But honestly, if I understand, I'm not making any money on it. I don't want to lie to the person just to lie to the person, or even to make money off of the person. If she's already asked you that and then she directly asked me, are you the buyer? I don't want to say for you so that you can save face, I'm the buyer when I'm not the buyer, you know? So what I would do is I would call a couple buyers and I'd send them to this property.
Okay.
Anyways, I got to move on, man. I got to work with some more
Thank you,
people.
Rich.
There's a lot
No
here.
problem.
Okay, Nick was next. Nick, what's going on, dog?
Hey, Richard, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, what's going on?
So I have a multifamily fix and flip in Detroit. I just called the realtor this morning, and we're not under contract. I haven't even talked price with him, actually, because I had you in mind for this one, and I know that if you want to pick something like this up, you usually send your contractor first before you mention price. I sent you the address in your DMs. He didn't have that much info for me, to be honest, and there's not that many pictures. So I'm having a hard time gauging what the renovation would be.
I like the price.
But it's listed for 70. And I know you said that you usually sell them for like 155, 160.
I'm so glad you heard that. I'm so glad you heard that, because the comps are only important for the appraisal. But what I will say is exactly what I'm looking for. I like the price. The condition is good enough. So
so I assumed if we could get them down to like 50 or 55, then that would be kind of perfect, because from what I could tell, the rehab doesn't look to be too crazy. And he told me that they just redid both bathrooms, redid one of the kitchens. He didn't have any info on the roof. But yeah, I figured any more information we could get from your contractor.
Sure. Yeah, bathroom looks good. That's gonna save me some money. Yeah, it's not a bad rehab. Probably send them the property. Okay, 2,600 square feet. Let's check shootings in the area. Location is okay. We have an okay location. Not a terrible, not a great location. Okay location. No shootings in this area. And then where are we in Detroit? Okay, not terrible. West side. Huh. I wonder what this different colored brick is. That's my only question about that. You know how the front is? I've never seen that before. We have two entirely different types of brick on this property. This is interesting. The front of the property is this white brick, and the back of the property is this red brick. It's very interesting. But yeah, it doesn't look like a bad rehab. So they refinished both bathrooms. I see new LVP. The hardwood looks nice. We probably don't even have to refinish the hardwood. Probably just fixing that concrete pad out front. We need to pour concrete for a new pad. And then we just need to touch up some of the units here. And then I'll just briefly see if this thing could appraise for 150, but it's a big property. It looks like it's a 2,600 square footer, which is nice.
And I told the realtor that I was going to speak with my business partner about it and that we would talk about sending somebody to go walk it. And that's kind of as far as we got. I haven't had much communication with him beyond that. I just told him we'd get back to him either this evening or tomorrow.
And Brandon, in regards to doing this in Canada, you can do it from Canada and the United States. There's no citizenship requirement to do this at all. You're simply the deal finder. There's no difference. There's no difference. You don't have to be privy to United States rules. I mean, one of the top guys in all of Hold My Hand Wholesale lives in Egypt. I've had a guy in Nairobi, Kenya find me deals before. Like my property on Tacoma Street was found by a guy in Kenya. Gosh, I gotta find this damn address. Let me see if I can find this thing. So, we're making it hard for me. I'm gonna zoom out here. There it is. Guys, I really am looking to buy something. I really will. And I will make every effort to find a good deal. You know, if you guys have one for me, great. We'll get it done. My lender's ready to go. My contractor's ready to go. I'm ready to go. So here's that. And then gotta zoom in. You're right here. So you should be right there's Dexter Avenue. Is that Dexter Avenue? There's Dexter Avenue. Third block of the intersection of Dexter and Davidson. Davidson, Dexter, 1, 2, 3 on the top. Davidson, Dexter. Davidson, Dexter, 1, 2, 3 on this. So you should be right here. But you're not showing up. Why? There you are. Oh, baby. Oh. Your neighbor's house listed for $235. It's a stunning property, though. It is truly a stunning property. Looks like a damn castle, but it's there. It's $235. Level of rehab.
Yeah, a lot of the comps that I found look like they're all pretty big, like huge properties. Like it looked like this one was one of the smaller ones, and there's a lot of triplexes around the area. I couldn't find too many good comps, but I was like, you know, I know that he doesn't care too much about that. So,
well, if you must know, the comps for multifamily are important, but important in a different way than single family. In single family, the comps are everything. In multifamily, the cash on cash return is everything and is guided by the comps. So it's interesting. Let's say cash on cash return is 20% up to 160K purchase price. If there are only comps for 120, it won't sell for that because it won't appraise for that. So the lender does an appraisal, looks at sales in the area. I'm actually getting a good feeling about your deal. I'm actually probably going to walk this because, guys, this is listed at 70 and the neighbors' houses are 200 and above. Let me just filter for multifamily really quickly, but flipped single family and multifamily. I'm going to read off the list, guys. 235, 195, 180, 159, 160. 235, two 235s, actually more than one 235, two 235s. We're not going to sell for 235, but we 100% could sell for 160. So looking at sales, and oh yeah, good sales in the area. 218, 225, 160, 168, 179, 200. I will walk this. We will walk this. Yes. Guys, I don't mean to shut down a good deal. I know the last guy showed me a deal and I'm like, this passes, but I got the gut feeling that I could do better. And this is what I think a little better looks like. So, ooh, this is fire. This is really good. Yeah, man. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm going to go down the list of multifamily sales and let's do them in the past year or so. Past year. 225 for a 5.3 with 2,600 square feet. 195 for a 6.3 duplex. 195 for a 5.2 duplex. 180 for a 5.3. 180 for a 6.2. 175 for a 4.3. 168 for a 6.2. 159 for a 6.2. 148 for a 6.1 unrenovated. Yeah, absolutely. I'm almost tempted to list it on the MLS rather than go through my buyers. And then let's look at rent in the area too. High rent. Holy shit, high rent, guys. Look at this rent. Anywhere from lowest rent in the area appears to be like $1,100 for a unit of the same size. Highest rent, $1,600 for a unit. $1,600. This is heat. The cash on cash is heat. Yeah, this is a banger, dude. And I've always said it's not that hard to find me something I like. Yeah, this is good. Look at this rent, guys.
One thing I do want to clarify, I know the listing has it as a 4.3, but it's a duplex. It's two 2.1s.
Well, you could have a 4.3.
I don't know if you knew that already, but
yeah, it could be the layout could be a 2-bed 1-bath and a 2-bed 2-bath, and then maybe I could make it the best layout for a duplex, guys, is a 7.3. A 7.3 duplex is fire. That thing could generate over $3,000 a month if so. Now this property, man, I would say $1,300 per side, so $2,600 income. $2,600 absolutely corresponds to a 160 sale price. Your rehab looks light. This is the deal for me. For sure. The only thing that I'm like, what the hell is going on? The only thing that has me like that is, look at this, guys. Why is the front of the property a different type of brick as the back of the property? I hope I hope that's just a funky design decision. I hope they didn't rebuild it. The other thing I'll say is we have some brick work to do, so that'll come back on the inspection. And then we have some concrete pouring to do, so that'll come back on the inspection. Not the most expensive things in the world, but that roof is going to be like 13. That's a high, big roof. So that'll be like a 13K roof. Let me estimate some rehab expenses on here, underwriting for multifamily levels of rehab. And it's light, guys. It's light. This is such a banger. You did a good job.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, so we're going to run through that. We're going to run through this. So roof, 13. Concrete, I don't know. I've never repoured concrete before. Let's ask AI. If I'm repouring a concrete driveway because there's cracks in it and I'm in Detroit, Michigan, how much do you think that could cost? Why the hell am I asking chat? Let me ask my contractor. Give him a call. Would you check a house I just bought? Hey, I think I got us another deal. Question though, if we have to re-pour a concrete driveway, have you ever done that if there's a ton of cracks in the concrete driveway?
Yeah, I got somebody for it.
How much do you think that costs? I'm just doing underwriting.
Typically, I don't know how big it is, but like an average, like a small, I would say, is between like 5 to 7, somewhere in there.
Okay, so maybe eight for a bigger one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got it. Thank you. That was all. I might have a house for you to walk here, assuming the realtor wants to pick up the phone.
Okay, just let me know.
All right, we'll do. Talk soon. Bye-bye. Okay, we'll call it 75 because I don't know if that's big. So that's 20 on the exterior. Windows. What about windows? Yeah, those are 10, but not all windows. So maybe windows only maybe windows will go 6 on the windows. Majority will be exterior work. Any weird stuff in the back. Can't see the back. Masonry. We need some brickwork. I think the brickwork will be cheap, $2,500. And it's interesting. A lot of these expenses are on the outside. So we've re-poured the driveway now. We fixed the bricks. We've done the windows and we've done the roof. Those are the biggest items. Those are the biggest items. Going inside, man, there's just not much to do. Refinish some hardwood, not all hardwood, because and then we're going to use the same LVP. This unit looks like it's ready. That hardwood doesn't need a refinish. That's a new light fixture, and that's a smoke detector. And that's a new bathroom. Man, that interior probably only needs like 12. Probably only like 12 in there. And then mechanicals, couldn't speak for the mechanicals. Maybe there's information about your mechanicals. Do you know anything about the mechanicals?
He told me that it needs a radiator, and that's all that he told me.
A radiator. How old is this guy? Okay, I'm going to say 5 on mechanicals. Yeah, so about 46. Let's say we get this thing at, I mean, if you get it at 50 and I pay you 55, I'm going to run it at 55. So let's say I run this at 55. Then we have 10 for closing, 3 for holding, 47 for rehab, in it for 115. Should be able to sell that for about 160 if I'm being real. I'll walk this. Yes, I like it. I'll walk it. I want to be at 55. That's my number. 55 is my number. Probably be able to make 45 racks at 55, if not more. Where do I see?
Okay, so do you want me to? I can text him tonight, and I can call him as well, and tell him that, you know, we're ready to walk it, and see what he says.
Yes, dude. I'd be happy to pay. I don't even pay the assignment fee. My lender pays the assignment fee. It doesn't even. I get paid to buy these properties. Money gets wired to my account. So yes, dude, I like this thing. Ask, if you would, ask about the 2 different types of brick. That's all I care about at this point in time. And then, I mean, we could probably walk tomorrow.
Do you want to call him right now?
Yeah.
I can give you his number. His name's Bill.
Yeah. I'd like to. I'll walk tomorrow. Give me his number. I'll give him a call.
Let me grab it for you.
Hey, Richard, fix and flip in Detroit. Need review. Offer 90K, ARV 155. You're too close, Alton. Let's just do those numbers on that. 90 plus 10 to acquire. And you have an assignment fee. So 90 is really 95 if a low end assignment, plus 10 to acquire, plus 3 in holding costs. And it could be 5 in holding costs, but we'll say 3. And then let's say you have a little tiny rehab. Remember, 30K is spent on the exterior of this property alone. Just on the exterior, 30K before we enter. So, I mean, 95 plus 10, 105 plus 3, 108, 108 plus 30, 138. And that's with a 30K rehab. I'm sure it's more because 30K is a very light rehab for Detroit on these 100-year-old houses. And then you sell for $150,000, seller finance in Jacksonville, right? You sell for $100,000 or $150,000. Well, the realtor's taking 6% of that from a flipper, right? So you got a break even flip right there, Alton. We're gonna call this guy. Yeah, we're gonna call this guy. And I'm going to take a bite of my Quest bar.
I DM'd you his number.
All right. This is a fire deal. It's ringing.
Can I help you?
Hey, is this Bill?
Speaking.
Hey, Bill. My name is Richard. My deal finder, his name is Nick. You spoke to him about the property on Tyler Street. It's a duplex in Detroit.
Yes.
He's like my unofficial realtor. He's hunting for me right now. My 2 other duplexes are just about to be finished, and my contractor told me we need to get the guys to work. I'm interested in this. Is there a way I could get them into the property for a rehab estimate and an offer?
He's your realtor. Have him show it to him.
Well, he's not. He's like my unofficial realtor. He's not a realtor. I have kids look for deals on my behalf. I tell them what they're looking for. They go find them for me when they're new to real estate. So he's not. He doesn't have like a MLS access. Are you saying that I'd have to have a buyer's agent let me in?
I would, if I'm going to be acting as a dual agent.
Okay.
Then I would have to have an agency agreement with you.
Okay, I'm happy to sign your buyer broker agreement.
Okay.
Yeah, I will do this offer with no inspection and earnest money day one, non-refundable earnest money, and I can close as quickly as title can move. I use private money, so it's essentially cash, and I would say that in my experience, we can usually close in about 2.5 to 3 weeks.
Okay, so it's like a hard money loan then?
No, absolutely not. Hard money, you have to jump through hoops. They have to do an appraisal. They have to inspect the property. It's a total mess. Private money could literally just be you and I doing a deal together and you wire the money to closing for me because you trust me.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll effectively be cash, but I just want to say it's not my cash, but it will be cash, not from an institution,
So
from an
individual.
individual.
Provide as proof of funds then?
Sure, absolutely. I can send that right now.
No, I said, my question was, I appreciate that you can send it. What is it?
What is my proof of funds?
Yes.
I've got about $106,000 that I could play with right now, but I'm not going to have to spend any of that to acquire this. They pay total purchase price and rehab, but I do have the liquidity to buy it in cash if need be.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So send that over to me and email me what you want to offer.
Okay.
And
yeah, I'm gonna be putting Nick in the group chat here because I got to get him paid for sending me this lead here. But yeah, I'm gonna. Well, if you're representing me, I don't know what my offer is going to be. I walk the property so that I can make an offer without an inspection period and EMD day one. I find the sellers like that a little bit more.
okay. So when you say you walk the property, you mean your contractor, I'm assuming.
Yeah. You know, I live in
town.
I live in Oregon. I visit Detroit once a year.
Okay. Yeah, you and I've talked before, I think.
Yeah, I'm making these calls all day long. I usually buy 1 or 2 of these things per month, and I say no to 90% of them. But I just looked at your guys' comps. I mean, they're anywhere from like 180 to 225. So this, you know, if I can get this, throw 50K into it, you know, it doesn't even look like it needs that. Mainly on the exterior, it's going to be a deal for me.
Okay. All right. Well, send me an email and I'll address it tomorrow morning.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time. Could you text me your email? I'm not sure I have it.
I can, but I got to grab this call. I'll do it when I land.
Okay. Thanks so much. Just let me know a good time to walk. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I don't know what he wants me to email him. I just want to walk the property. I'm going to shoot him a text with you in the text group chat. Can I get your cell phone in my DMs, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, this is a good one, man. It's a good one. Of course, we have to wait for the rehab budget to understand everything, but this is a good one. I wouldn't imagine. And you guys be surprised that rehab can go up to 50K on something that's this nice. And it can. The exterior is a big spender. Exterior is a big spender. Most of the money here is going towards the exterior. Nick, which one's your cell? I see 2. Are you 248 or 210?
210.
Tyler Street. Hoping this is the one, man. Hoping this is the one. I hope the realtor lets us in. That's the biggest hurdle. Usually the realtor just letting us in. Okay, so what I need you to do is stay on this guy for me. Get him to respond. I need a time that we can walk. My contractor can pretty much go anytime, okay?
Okay. If he, I'll send him a text tonight and ask him for his email, and maybe I can DM that to you. And if he doesn't respond, then I'll call him tomorrow morning.
Well, I don't really need to email him anything. There's not much I need to email him. I'm going to drop my proof of funds in that text right there. Oh, shit. I'll say today's date and time is top right screen. Let me know if you want actual statements. And then I'll say I own 16176 Tracy Street, parentheses, mid rehab, and then 15820 Merland, complete. And then what is it? Sanford? What's my address for? 11461 Sanford. Yeah, so just he says, what time does your contractor start? Well, I don't know what he means by that. But yeah, I like this. I want to walk this. Make the walkthrough happen for me. Okay. Just no need. I don't know what he wants me to email him. No need to do that. I just need him to tell me when I can walk. Okay.
Okay. I'll stay in communication with him. What would be the best way to get info to you? Just in that group chat?
Yeah. You've got my cell.
Okay. Okay, cool.
But I also have you in my list on my fake CRM now. And that address is in there, and I highlighted it yellow since I'm working on it. And yeah, I like it.
Okay. Sounds great. Thank you.
Talk soon. Bye-bye.
All right, Rip.
Oh. Well, put it in the chat, dude. Put it in the chat, okay? I'll see you in the chat. Yusuf, I know it's late over there, man. What's going on?
Hey, Richard, what's going on? You hear me?
Yes.
Yes. So I guess I got a mortgage takeover deal. It's already accepted, but this one makes sense. I sent it over to you. I DM'd it to you. Yeah.
Okay, branching out. Purchase price. Well, I don't really care. What's the mortgage balance?
104. The interest is 4%.
Nice. Deal.
Yeah, that's fine.
Depending on rent. Hold on. Rent and down payment is
2,000.
Are you sick?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Working when he's sick.
No worries.
You gotta go to bed. Oh my god. Oh my god. $2,000 in rent. Wow.
It's crazy. And the PITI is about $1,115. So it's just an amazing deal.
Payment?
Like, I'm sorry?
What's your down payment?
Well, 10% from the asking price. So that's 15,000. So the accepted offer is simply 15,000 to the seller and me to cover the closing costs and the commission. So I'm not sure about the commission. I don't know how to calculate that. Is it going to be like 3% or 6%?
No, I don't offer them 6%. Are you saying 14K down and then commission on top of that?
Oh no, actually 15K down.
And then commission on top of that?
Yeah.
Ooh, I wish it could be part of that. I would say,
but cash on cash return makes sense. Like if you run the numbers with like $1,115, as a PITI, your cash on cash return is 20% with maybe 5,000 assignment fee.
Okay. Yeah, I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense. I like it. I think we have a million different people who buy this. As far as the commission goes, in a normal scenario, a realtor would get 3% out of the 6% listing agreement. They go to their seller and they say, "Hi there, would you sign this listing agreement, Mr. Seller? It's 6% listing agreement." And I keep 3, and then the other 3 is for the buyer's agent. And that's to incentivize a buyer's agent to bring their buyer, because buyer's agent, they're paid by the seller. So essentially it's supposed to be split. So in a normal scenario, this person only makes $3% of a reasonable offer, and it's been there for 78 days at 140. So 140 is the asking price, not a reasonable offer. 3% of 104 plus 14, 120. So I think you should offer them $3,600. And the reasoning for that is, well, the purchase price is 120. And if they're like, well, my commission's 6%. No. You're trying to pull a fast one on me. You signed a 6% listing agreement, but if my buyer's agent came to the table, what would you actually get? 3. So you keep 3. You keep 3 because we don't have a buyer's agent there. So I would offer them, I'd say, hey, I'll pay $3,600 towards your commission. And the towards acknowledges that, yes, you maybe do more, but that's coming out of the 14, which is already a high amount that we've offered. But yes, this flies, this works. That is some of the highest rent on a single family in Detroit I've ever seen. I didn't know single families in Detroit could rent out for $2,000 at this price point.
It's in the Bagley area. It's just a really nice area in Detroit. But yeah, so I'll be honest with you. I got this via email. I didn't call. Ooh. I just have like an email template for a mortgage takeover because and I just email blasting mortgage takeover deals. So do you think you can help me like negotiate the commission side of thing via call, or you think I should just continue emailing?
I got you.
And the thing. Oh, really? Okay, awesome. I'll send you her number right now.
Dude, it's crazy that Yusuf is literally doing this via email, guys. And he's in. What is this? What do you have? 6 in closing right now?
Oh yeah, 6 in escrow. Yeah. Actually, the inspection report for 3 of them will be today, but Joseph told me, yeah, most likely we will move forward on those.
Do you advise your students to pick one market or multiple? Multiple. It's nice to know one market, but multiple for sure.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I've never finished Detroit. I like Michigan in general. Like I'm trying to, like, here's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to finish all of the good properties in Detroit and Michigan, but I've never finished it because actually I'm building rapport with agents. So they keep sending me off market deals. And I've never lived like Michigan at all. So yeah, if you finished like all of, maybe if you're focusing on Section 8 and you're working on Cleveland and you finished all of the single families, multifamily that would be eligible for Section 8, which is turnkey properties, I would say move on to like other market like Akron or Toledo, Dayton, something similar. But if you didn't finish it, just continue like building rapport with agents and looking for deals.
Guys, you really should show up to Yusuf's live stream. Bro has more deals in closing than I do. I think I have like 4 in closing, not including fix and flip. So that's show up to his live streams, bro. Yusuf, when's your live stream again?
Oh, Sunday at 9 a.m. PST.
Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard. That's a hard time for Americans. It's hard for Americans to wake up at 9 a.m.
Oh, really? Oh, shit. That's like 8 p.m. for my time.
Well, I know that you guys may not be able to drink, but in the United States on Saturday, a lot of people who are younger will essentially poison themselves to the point of not being able to wake up at a reasonable time the next day. So if you ever desire higher live stream numbers, push that back 2 hours and they'll be on.
No. Let's try to reject them from drinking, man. Drinking is not good.
I don't.
Just
I know.
join the
I'm
live
on board.
stream.
I am 8 years. I don't talk about it, but I'm 8 years, not a drop of alcohol, guys. I swear to God, not even like a sip, like not at all. I'm like completely abstinent from it. I don't judge other people who do. I think it's a very normal thing to do, and I think within moderation, it's totally fine. I'm not 26, bro. Come on. Okay. Send it to me.
Yeah, I sent it over. Wait, let me make sure. So I talked, my brother got this deal. His name is Khaled. She was speaking with Khaled. And yeah, that's all. They accepted my offer, like the offer that I just texted you, like 15K down, commission and all the closing costs on the buyer's side. It's already accepted.
Got you. $28. God, oh my gosh, she's calling. Somebody from Warren, Michigan is calling me. Oops. Hey, on the other line, how can I help? That's definitely a realtor right there. No, gang, I'm not 28. I just turned 25. Come on. All right. What's their name again? Oh, I see it right here.
Hello.
Hi there. My name is Richard Taylor. You were talking to my team via email about the property you guys have on Tiller Street. We had made you guys an offer, and it sounds like we're kind of close to coming to terms. So I was just calling to solidify some numbers here.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got the exact same agreement under contract on Pinegary Street, literally 2 blocks away from this thing, very close. And as far as the agent commission goes, what we just did is we assumed, hey, if a buyer's agent came to the table, you're probably looking at 3%. So we were going to do 3% and offer that to you, and then say that anything above that would have to come out of the 14K that we've offered down.
That's fine.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. So I think that
I'm okay with the 3%.
Oh, great.
That's all. That's all I was getting, anyways.
Excellent. Excellent. I just wanted to make sure that was okay. So we're looking at the $14,000 down from what my partner told me on this thing, and then we're looking at 3% on the purchase price, which is 14 plus the mortgage balance. So that would be about $3,600. So about $17,600 down total.
Say that one more time. What you say?
We're looking at $3,600 off of 120 at 3% commission.
36.
The way that I calculated that is I took the mortgage balance, that 104. I added the 14,000 down to that, and then I took 3% of it for $3,600.
$3,600.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. You know, I'm sure you might be getting more than that, but it would probably just have to come out of the 14 down to the seller.
Oh, you talking about my commission?
Yeah. So we're saying we'll offer you $3,600 towards your commission.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, great.
That's fine.
All right.
I'm cool with that. Just take the house. We just want the house to go.
All right, we'll take the house.
You was confusing me for a minute. I'm like, wait, what is he saying? Okay, so basically, are you guys saying that y'all are just really going to assume the mortgage?
No, it's not quite an assumption. On line 203 of your HUD statement, if you have any previous HUD statements, there's another way to take over debt. It's often referred to as a subject to deal. Or sometimes you could buy the entity that owns the property. Sometimes we buy the LLC that owns the property. But essentially, if we get mortgages nowadays with these high rates, they're approaching 8%. So we like to take over existing debt. Quite frankly, they're not going to let me assume any others. I've got 28 properties. So so essentially, we do a seller finance deal with the seller. Seller holds the note, and we give them a fee to take over the debt that's on that property.
So how do y'all? So I guess I'm trying to figure out, because because I've never done this before, just being total transparent.
For sure.
So how do y'all take over the debt is what I'm trying to figure, because the debt is still going to be in her name, or is it going to transfer out of her name?
The debt stays in her name. It will be offset from her credit score though. So it will no longer be impacting her credit score. But yes, the nature of a subject to deal, which is that line 203 on your HUD statement in Detroit.
Okay. Okay.
It is that the debt stays in their name. And we want that because we want to keep the rate the same.
Correct. That's what I figured.
Yeah.
So it's to keep the rate the same at the 4% that she has, so that the payment stays the same, because otherwise it's going to go up.
The taxes, go crazy, right? They go crazy.
Yeah,
if we
the taxes are really crazy right now in the city too.
Yes.
Okay, so because what she wants really in all actuality, because she has already moved, and so now she's paying for 2 places. So because she fell and hurt herself, so she needed a 1-level house.
For sure.
Yeah. So, and she literally just moved. So you guys are kind of like right on time with this.
Oh, excellent.
So I think that's why she was open to it. But but I do really want to because what she wanted to walk away with was 15.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure we could do 15 and then the 36 towards your commission.
Yeah. So she wants to walk away with at least 15. So if we can walk away with her getting 15, you cover my commission. So then there's no title fees or any of that stuff either then, right?
There will be, but we're going to eat it.
Okay. So we're still going to, so title is still going to handle everything.
Yes. It's still going to be, it's a sale. It's a sale. And that document I keep referring to, the HUD statement, that's from the Department of Housing and Urban Development. So they've written this into their HUD statement as like, hey, this is a valid way to sell a property. It's a type of creative financing.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
And she's okay with it. So just let me know so we can get something done. Then how soon can we close?
Generally these follow normal closing timelines. I'd say about 3 weeks or so.
Okay. All right, cool.
Great. Okay. All right. Thanks so much. We'll go ahead and get over an agreement to you.
Okay, thank you.
Talk soon. Bye-bye. Damn, that's the second zero resistance mortgage takeover I've had. Just no resistance. Sometimes it's like, well, my attorney and we need to talk, and other times it's like, just take it. Just take it. And yeah, Yusuf, you caught him at the right time. It's not about the right offer. It's about the right time. That's excellent.
Let's go. That's awesome. Oh God, I guess the cash on cash return will exceed right now, Richard. It will be like 25% or something.
Will it? Let me see.
Yeah.
So let's run some numbers, guys. So 2,000 rent, 2,000 times 0.8 because vacant, right? 1,600. PITI is what? 1,000.
And $1,115.
Alex, is that a house you own? You said give me 20K down and we'll finance the rest at 4%. Is that a house you own? Let me know and we can talk. I'm sorry. Say that one more time, Yusuf.
At $1,115. 1115.
Okay, so you make this much per month. You make this much per year. The total cost of buying this is 15 plus 36, 18.6 plus 5,000 assignment fee. Not a huge deal, but something. And then 6,000 closing costs, 29,600.
Oh, that will be 20%.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Valid. No, it's okay. It's okay. That's all right. So yeah, it's a little tight, but I think, it's worth it for you to make a whole year's worth of income off this thing. So Alex, this is good. I like this. He keeps putting this in the chat. 45 P Street, Silo, Alabama. 45 P Street, Silo, AL. 20K. Man, the house is. I'm looking at this thing. Where is Silo? What is Silo at? Silo at? Damn, a 50K house. Looks like you need a new roof. Looks like you definitely need a new roof. Where are you, by the way? Where is Silo? Do people live in Silo? Oh, you're deep. You're deep. Woo! Man, you got 8 roads in the whole town. Wow. You are so deep out there. What are you doing in Silo, Alabama, bro? What are you doing out there? I would wholesale this because I don't have any buyers, and I'm sorry to say this, but this is in the middle of nowhere. Like, how many people live in your town? 1,500 people? Less than 50? How many restaurants you got there? 1 or 2? Silo AM. What do people do out there? How many people live here? 1,200 people. 1,200 people. More people go to a high school than live in your town, bro. Holy. It's gonna be hard to find a buyer for that. Oh, and it looks like it needs a new roof too, but I like the seller finance, 20K down at 4%. Those are good terms. The interior looks fine, but you know that roof looks cooked, Doug. Somebody says, buy it, bro. Buy it, bro. I'm not buying that. I'd be wholesaling that. I will not buy a rural property. Absolutely the fuck not. But okay. Damn, man. I just don't know if it's worth it because it's so deep. Are there any rentals here? 1,200 people live here, bro. 935 rent and not a single rental comp in the entire area. Man, I just don't know. It's so deep. You're just so deep in the middle of nowhere that I don't know if we can get somebody to buy this. It would be a wholesale deal for me. But as I look up Silo, Alabama, no way. How many houses are for sale here? Dude, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are one of 6 houses for sale. You're one of 6 houses for sale here, bro. Oh, I don't think I could do. I mean, I'd like to shoot my shot because it's potential money, but dude, it would have to be at like 5K down, and then even at 5K down, I'm wholesaling it. And do I think that it will move? I don't know. Who buys in the middle of nowhere? Apparently you. If he can agree to 5K down, we'll attempt a wholesale. And a big keyword, attempt a wholesale, because I don't know who the hell buys in middle of nowhere. It's just so deep. It's just so deep, you know? Anyways, let's do this contract. Should be really easy. You can submit it to the link in my bio, but honestly, my team would probably not get back to you because of the location. How's Montana? Bro, I don't live in Montana. All right. Okay, let's do this contract for Yusuf really quickly. And then in the meantime, you got to tell me what had you in Silo. Why did you, what were you doing in Silo? You have to let me know. This is Toller Street, right, Yusuf?
Yep.
I do wish we had a lower down payment, but I'll take it. We'll take it. It's something. 12 font. Make this text black. Toller Street, Detroit, MI. Purchase price to be paid as follows: 104 plus 104 plus your down payment of 15 plus the 3,600. That's 122. 122. 600. 122 600. Earnest money, 1,500 is fine. First mortgage, 104. You got the PITI? You confirm that on the mortgage statement?
Yeah, they didn't send like a mortgage statement. They sent the insurance taxes and mortgage insurance and the mortgage balance. This is what they said.
Give me a mortgage statement. Somebody says, am I really in Oregon? Look at these trees, bro. Look at these trees. Come on, where do you think I am? Hell yeah, I'm in Oregon. We got Mount Hood right here, too. Look at that. You can't make that up. Check it out. There's Mount Hood. It's Lake Oswego. No, I don't live in Lake Oswego. I live in Portland. That's the Willamette River, not Lake Oswego. Cash with close of escrow. Agent commission. 3,600. Close of escrow. August? No, probably September at this point. September. Move to LA? No. September, I don't know, maybe 10th? What day is that? That's a little soon, 15th. What day is September 15th, 2026?
It's Tuesday, September 15th, 2026.
Then I need to get the seller's name. I get the seller's name from PropStream, guys. So I just go to PropStream and I can see that the seller's name is Yvonne Chandler, Y-V-O-N-N-E. Y-V-O-N-N-E, 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 Chandler. Don't move to LA. It's the worst. There's absolutely no chance I'm moving to LA. If I had to move somewhere else, it would probably be San Francisco. That's where I was born. I like specifically Berkeley Hills. That's West Lynn. No, it's not. It's not. Keep guessing. Guess again. What is the zip code on this? 48221. 48221. And then it should say the seller's name is fixed. We pay closing costs, buyer. And then we're going to do Oregon City. Nope. I told you I live in Portland. What would I be doing out in Oregon City? Oregon City's lame. West Lynn is cookie cutter. Portland's cool. Texas changed to Michigan law. Michigan law. Texas changed to Michigan law. And then we go down to the bottom of the contract. And then this is approved on August 19th. August 19, 2026. And I can't sign this until I get the mortgage statement, dude. So I can't sign until I see a mortgage statement. So you can send this to them and have them sign, but I can only sign when I get a mortgage statement, okay?
Absolutely. I'll ask them.
Change your purchase price, too many zeros. How early does he start? Oh. Okay, so that's downloaded. Now let's get that to Yusuf. Done. Okay, get me a mortgage statement. I'm gonna put that in my CRM. We'll follow up, okay?
Got it. Okay, thanks so much.
I low-key might have you.
Oh, Richard.
I might have you sign it, and the only reason I might have you sign it is because I'm literally gonna make like 2K on this, and I'm gonna put my name on it. And I have, what is my confidence in this selling? 80%.
No, I understand that.
85% confidence. 85%.
Got it. No worries. I can sign that. And I'm sorry, for Fern, how's it going there?
How's it going? Let's call. Call Joseph.
Calling Joseph YouTube back.
I initially met Joseph to get my YouTube channel back, but that never happened. So that's why he's called Joseph YouTube back. I give people their last name based on how I know them. Wholesale commercial buildings. I've seen people who do. They're just long. They're just long deals. Lots of attorneys involved.
Your call has been forwarded.
That's how it's going, Joseph. That's how it's going. I'll text you.
Okay.
You know how it is. Okay. Any update on Farron? And then Tuller Street. Offer accepted on single fam for 1836, 186 down, 18600 down with rent of 2K, awaiting mortgage statement for 1K PITI. Okay. All right, next. Yeah, dude, you're just crazy volume you have here. Bro is a biological lady with large naturals. That's nice. That's nice, dude. Thank you. The comment section is absolutely unhinged today. We're trying to guess my exact location and also those comments. What's the best app to find houses? Zillow, for sure. Okay. We continue. Mike, what's going on?
How you doing, Rich?
I'm well today. Today's a good day.
I'm glad to hear that, brother. Hey, I DM'd you an address. I'm thinking it's a Section 8 deal. I offered them 77 and they want 97. So I'm just like, am I too far off? Should I even try to counter them back?
Seneca?
Yes, sir.
Rents are low here, so I feel like it's a flipping market. Is this a flip? Or
No, I thought it was more of a Section 8. She said it's turnkey. That's what she says, right?
It looks to be in good condition. Rents in Alabama are just so stupid low. What's the rent on this?
Where is it? I have it at 1,500.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Wow, yeah.
I don't know if that's true or not,
right.
but that's
No,
what she's telling me.
no,
So
it's-
that's what I went there with.
It says actually 1,600 on Zillow.
Oh, okay. So that's even better. I rounded up 1,500.
It's tenant occupied. What's the tenant thing?
No, she says it's vacant. That's what I asked her. Yeah, I was like, hey, that's why I called. I'm only calling tenant occupied. She's like, no, it's vacant. And I'm like, okay, well, what were they paying? And she said 1,500.
Solid, really solid. What can you get it for?
So yeah, I offered 77, but she wants 97. And now I'm just like, am I too far off to try to negotiate again? Because at 77, it'd be 30% cash on cash because it's vacant. But I don't know if I should run the numbers again and try to be like at 25%, or what do you think?
Well, I will say I don't have a buyer for Mobile for rentals off the top of my head. My team probably does, but I don't. Maybe Joseph would, but there's so many buyers on Buy Box now. Buy Box Cartel finally works.
Yeah, I want to try that too.
Yeah, that'll work beautifully. So before you even give up on a deal like this, cold call a couple of buyers and be like, yo, this is a fire deal. Are you buying in this area? I saw you bought in another area. It'd probably take you about an hour to find 8 valid buyers or so, who have maybe like between them like 30 or 40 properties. But yeah, definitely worth it to negotiate. Counter her with 80 and then hit her with 120 seller finance. Say, you know what? 80 is my other counter, but let's totally do that. I'll give you 120 seller finance, or if it might make her happier, give her 100K with a 5% interest rate over 7 years, which would probably total $140,000 in interest payments.
Bro, yeah, my LOI always has 2 offers. It has the DSCR offer with my seller finance, and they don't want to carry. So, but I will for sure run your idea of calling other buyers and see like what do they think they could pay for something like this. And I think Soda just said he has someone as well. So, all right, cool. I'll go ahead and run the numbers again. Maybe try to get 25% cash on cash. Hopefully, cheap.
I think other people probably play by the same markets, even if I don't, or play by the same numbers, even if I don't know them. And then sometimes I think that when somebody sees a seller finance offer, they initially reject it. But if you can have a conversation with them about a cash offer first, and then you guys come to a realization that, hey, this is just going to be at 80K. But then after the 80K conversation, you're like, well, how about 120? Or you could position it as $140,000, but the offer price is now not 140. The offer price is probably closer to 100 over 7 years with 5 or 6% interest on it. And 5 or 6% interest over 7 years would probably get you to like 140K, even if the offer price isn't 140K. So, I think that, they see it off the initial email. They're like, no, but we start talking real numbers and then they're like on the phone with you, 80K is my counter, but we could probably get you 140K too. Shit, that might adjust the perspective,
I like that advice. Definitely, like, don't shy away from the 2 offers again when I come back with my counter.
Yeah,
okay, brother. I appreciate your time.
All right. MEM, what's up?
Hey, Rich.
And River, yes, the 140 would be too high to refinance later, but I'm not saying 140. I'm saying 100K, 5% interest over 7 years, and total amount collected with interest would probably total 140. I'm doing well, Em. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, man. I sent you DMs. I called the realtor and she was like, I was AI. She won't let me submit my seller finance offer.
Oh, okay.
Most hilarious thing I've heard all day, man.
All right, she thinks you're AI. Is this? I wonder what do you say to prove that you're not AI?
I don't know, man. I just don't know. I told her like, we are having a conversation when an AI have a conversation with you like this. She was still convinced that was AI. I was like, oh my God.
Well, the house is stunning. This is like the most turnkey house ever. This looks like an Airbnb to me. This thing is really, really turnkey. Looks great. And you're going to seller finance that. Your balloon's a little short with 60 months. I'd love to do 72. Oh, 60-year amortization. Holy shit. 0% interest seller finance?
Yep.
Okay, 315 offer. They're asking 315. 60-year amortization. 6 years. Okay, 6-year balloon, not a 5-year. Okay, perfect. I've just read that wrong. Interest rate to be agreed upon by buyer and seller. I mean, hopefully no interest rate, because an interest rate would push our payments higher. Now, what are your monthly payments on this thing?
They are relatively low. I think around 400, I think, a month.
Let me check your rent. 400 a month is really good monthly payments. This is the type of thing that I would buy. Yeah, your rent is 2,300. Your rent is 2,300. 400. Damn, I might buy that thing. That's so good. That's a fire single family. Really great condition. Really great terms. So what do you want me to do? You want me to call her and be like, "Yo, we're not AI. I own in Texas."
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay. I see your phone number. What's the name?
I think it's Elizabeth.
You think Elizabeth? Let me check the listing.
Hold on. Okay, her name is Romero. Marisol Romero.
Marisol?
Yeah.
Should I call her Aerosol? Okay. Phone is ringing. And what's your name?
David.
What do you say, Sid?
David.
I'm gonna need you to spell that. I'm hearing that.
David.
Oh, David. I heard did.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hi there. My name is Richard Taylor. Hopefully don't sound like AI as well. You were speaking to my assistant, David. He does calls for me. He approached you about a seller financing deal that we wanted to present for your listing on Rockford Drive in Dallas, Texas. I thought I would give you some addresses I own, because I suppose AI probably won't give you addresses, but I own in Tyler, Texas. I own in San Antonio, Texas. And I also own in Austin, Texas, and a number of other areas across Texas, and then also in Georgia, also in Memphis. But for San Antonio, one that I would give you, 9711 Chelsea Circle in Selma, Texas. That's one of my properties. You can look that up on public record and see that Grant and Taylor LLC owns that property. For another property in Texas that I would give you, I'd probably go for my property 1002 Lindsay Lane in Tyler, Texas as well. You can also look that one up on public record. So yeah, if there's anything else that you need, I mean, I've got another one in Houston too, 13206 Clifton Hill Lane. Just let me know. We're just hoping to present this to your client. Thanks. Bye-bye. Damn, started to forget one of my addresses there. I had to pause for a sec. Okay. Well,
and that one, it's a Section 8 fully occupied. I offered them 30K below list. They counted at like 20K below list, and I gave them 25 final offer. They wanted me to sign at 25K below list, fully occupied. I wanted to know if it's something I should sign on or I should pass, because the house is occupied. So, with tenants in place, this is how the house would look.
Is this Maplewood?
Yep, Detroit.
Hold on one sec. I'm refilling my water. Multifamily, moderate distress, new roof. Can we get a concession? A concession would be nice. This thing looks like it needs a little bit of work, not a tremendous amount of work, a little bit of work, but I'll ask you this. What are your tenants paying?
So rent is 2,000 a month.
2,000 a month. And is that occupied or is that vacant? Oh, it's
Fully occupied.
Oh, it's tiny. It's 1,300 square feet. Wow, 1,300 square feet duplex. That means 650 or so per unit. Wow, it's tiny, tiny, tiny. Okay. Well, 2,000 a month corresponds to a price point of probably like 110 in Detroit. So the cash on cash here at 125 wouldn't be so good if 2,000 per month is the rent. I'd seller finance.
Yeah, I was gonna complete that.
I'd seller finance this or go a lower offer. I might do a concession. I might offer 105,000 with a 5% seller concession.
Okay, 105,000 with a 5% concession.
Yeah, just to fix the exterior stuff and the little bits of janky things that we're seeing on the inside.
Okay.
All right.
All right, man. Thanks so much.
Catch you. Dubam, what's going on, Doug? Hey, how can I help you?
So I sent two properties to your DMs.
St. Louis, Missouri, fix and flip.
Yes, sir.
Checking. They've done so much AI to this property, it's hard to tell what it actually looks like. Well, definitely a flip. Needs a new roof. Oh, it's 500 square feet. You got a 500 square foot single family. Holy shit. That's a tiny, tiny, tiny little property. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen something so small. 500 square foot single family. That is a tiny home. It's like a tiny home for sure. So looking at the comps you have in the area, what price can you get this for?
So right now I'm trying to figure out what the ARV might be since it needs a roof and in the pictures I think the basement needs work.
Yeah. It's a non-disclosure state, but here's a fully renovated 2-1 with 1,000 square feet for $129,000. Here is a 1-1 for $109,000, not renovated. Here's 168 4-1 with 1,300 square feet, not renovated. Here's a $100,000 auction. Here's a $130,000 2-1. Here is a $200K 2-1. Interesting. So no comps, no visible comps here. I would imagine your ARV is about 100K. I think it'll sell for about 100K when it's renovated. And the reason I think that is because it's tiny. It's a tiny, tiny little house. It's a 3-1 with 500 square feet. That's smaller than a unit. It's smaller than an apartment. So as I look here, I mean, no way. This guy's last name is Bitch. His name, I kid you not, his name is When Bitch. I kid you not, his name is When Bitch or Bitch When. What is better? What's better, Bitch When or When Bitch? That's actually crazy work. I will show you guys right now. His name is, I swear to God, his name is Bitch When. Bitch When! That's how you pronounce that, right? Bitch When. That his first name is Bitch When. Don't ban me, TikTok. Bro's name is literally Bitch When. That's actually is that how you say that name, When? It's When, right? I'm pretty sure. Anyone have buyers in Flint? Flint's not a great place. Look at this guy's name. Look at his name. His name is Bitch. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. It's not very nice. Well, that is Wen Bish. Nah, it's Bitch Wen. or no, I think Wen is his last name because they're reversed. So usually the on prop stream is the last one. Okay, so looking at comps on this thing, it doesn't show comps because your house is so small. Nobody else has a house this small. I think your ARV, if this were fully done up, is 100K. In that other properties around here are listed for around 100K in nice condition, that are bigger. So this guy right here, he's renovated 129, 21, 836. Buyer is filling Smith, you know. Yeah, I don't know about this, dude. I'd seller finance it. This is a 500 square foot property. It doesn't look to be in terrible condition. Maybe seller finance is a valid option here, but this is going to be really hard to move given its size. The size of this is just absolutely tiny. I know it looks like a normal house, but 500 square feet is not a normal house. I think if you were to flip this, the ARV is low 100s, maybe 110, 115. 100K off asking price is silly of the seller.
So the second one?
Second one. Guys, it's not a swear word if that's their name. Alex, I'm busy, man. I'm busy. Okay, 120,000, fix and flip, Indianapolis. What's your ARV?
I'm guessing, or rather 180.
100
or thereabout.
180, and what can you get it for?
So she sent me the rehab estimate because it needs to be. I have the quotation here. The sewer is going to cost about 15K or 15K to repair, and the others are going to cost 30.
3-1, 1440 square feet. Price title low. 3-1, 1440 square feet. 3-1, 1440. 3-1, 1288 for 240, but it's a 2-story. Got some good numbers here. This looks like a solid flip. I think I'm gonna go sit outside. We've never done this before. Hopefully the connection doesn't get bad, but I'm gonna sit outside. It's too nice. Summer's almost over. All right. Oh, this is nice. This is just so nice outside. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, you've definitely got at least a 200K ARV. I think it's at least $200,000 for your ARV on this. This is good. This is a good deal. I like it. Listed for 110. What price do you think you could get it for?
So I was thinking offering 70.
70 would make sense. Yeah, because you could probably sell this thing for like 200K or so, and it just doesn't look like it needs much more than 40, if that. I understand there's an issue with the sewer. Yeah, I think it's valid. I don't have a ton of flippers in Indianapolis, but my team does. So you could send it to them, but I'm now recommending to people to cold call their own buyers.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know, if you have a good flip, it would be a shame to only let my team show it to buyers. I would more realistically show it to some buyers you find on Buy Box Cartel as well.
Okay, we'll do that. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Oh, there's a big hawk flying right above. Don't come for me. Okay. Next. Vlad, what's going on, man? I know what's going on, but how are you doing? I think we might have a buyer for that deal.
Yeah, just like I told you earlier, I was offended yesterday, but we're all good now. It was a good conversation. Today it's so crazy. It's not really netting at 18. It's netting 18 while it's there's some vacancies. So there's a potential for more. So it's crazy. And then I mentioned about the addendum. I signed the addendum with the right figures today. I'm just waiting for the rent rolls. I think we're all good. I think the buyers love it.
Dude, yeah, I think you're going to get a $28,000 fee off of your deal.
Perfect.
This is a good deal. Yeah.
Perfect.
Let me know when to call the buyer and send them to the property. I've worked with this buyer countless times. Buyer was at my house to film YouTube videos 2 weeks ago. So we were actually filming content 2 weeks ago. He flew out here.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm love working with this guy. I have a lot of trust in this guy too.
Yeah, his son was talking about going over there, but he has an anniversary to go to. So he's trying to say that he wanted me to ask the seller to extend inspection all the way to the first. And then I think his dad was like, I'll go there Friday. I'll go there Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
So it's
I can shoot him a text right now.
Yeah, I think everything should be fine. I'm just waiting on the rent rolls. She's getting the rent rolls from the buyer. I mean, from the seller, and then should be good to go. Also, the property I sent you yesterday. Do you want to call on that?
Not really, but hold on. Let me text the buyer. Let me know when and if you guys want to fly out to the beautiful Buffalo, New York. And then I'm going to send him a screenshot of Hawaii and say, this is Buffalo. It looks like this.
Buffalo definitely does not look like that.
What are you talking about? This is Buffalo, New York. This is Buffalo, guys. I hear it looks like this. I'm pretty sure it looks just like this. I think it looks like this. Maybe slightly different. All right. Okay.
Yeah. So you didn't like the deal I sent you yesterday?
What do you mean the deal you?
It was the Georgia one.
Oh, Macon?
Yeah.
Richard, how do you know Trent? Oh, Trent stole all of his users from my community, and then when I asked him to stop, he wouldn't. That's how I know Trent. Okay, yeah, you've got a weird house, little janky, would be good for seller finance, I'd say.
Yeah, he's willing to do the seller finance. It's a realtor that reached out to me and asked me if I would want to do seller finance with this one.
Yes, do it.
Yeah. I just told him that I said that, hey, my partner and reach out to you. He reached out to me about 2 weeks ago. I just didn't have the time, so just wanted to see if you could give him a call.
Come up tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. Okay. I gotta hop on a posing session here shortly, so we'll do it tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll call that guy tomorrow. I promise. Just come up here tomorrow. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm getting tired. Not Matthew. What's going on, Matthew?
Yo, I'm trying to send you my thing, but it won't let me DM you real quick.
I just accepted your friend request. Sometimes it does that, so other times it doesn't, but go ahead.
Yeah, but pretty much I found a deal, kind of. I tried contacting them twice today, but they haven't kind of answered my call. But So yeah, and the comps, the ARV is kind of very conservative. Kind of used your calculator and got 290, but I thought that was a little high, so I was kind of just looking around. Got 250. But there does look like there seems to be a lot of repairs on this one. So this would be more of a fix and flip.
Oregon. Looking for deals in Oregon. Baker City. Where is Baker City? I don't know about Baker City.
So it's more like East Oregon, kind of northeast.
How many people live in Baker City? 10,000.
10,000. Yeah.
Is it near a bigger place? Not really. Sumter, LeGrand, John Day. I've heard of John Day, but that looks like an hour and a half away. Pendleton, Hermiston. Oh, this is pretty close to where RR lives. You know Jason Ellis? He lives out here.
Oh, okay.
So how many people live in Hermiston? Hermiston, Oregon population. Is Hermiston? Yeah, double the size, and it's still a tiny little town. So, dude, this is too rural. You know, when you're flipping houses, you need to have stock in your buyer pool, and your buyer pool is tiny here. I mean, out of all the people that live there, how many people can actually buy property that are ready to buy property? You know, not very many. Very, very small buyer pool.
Yeah.
So very, very risky to flip in an area that people just don't really live in. I've been to Hermiston. I haven't been to Baker City, but Baker City is half the size of Hermiston. And as I zoom into the town, I can see like, oh my God, this is really a tiny little area. So I would say, yeah, somebody here is probably looking to buy a fix and flip, but there's probably like one person, and it's just hard to lock something up there and then find that one person, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't have buyers for rural areas, unfortunately.
No worries. That's pretty much all I've found. I found a few others today, but one of them was a motor home for a Section 8, and the guy I called him. He's like, oh, there's too many restrictions. You have to contact someone else. They're trying to keep the riffraff out. It's just like, all right.
Yeah, population. That's what's most important.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Yeah, I just joined a few days ago, so I'm just trying to kind of get my foot in the door, trying to close my first deal. So yeah.
Yeah, take the courses, man. Take the courses if you haven't already.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, Tommy, we are working on that right now. I disagreed with one buyer on his analysis of the deal, and I sent it to another one, and I'm waiting to hear back from that buyer. He told me he didn't like it, and I could not imagine why he didn't like it, because I think it's awesome. But it didn't really make sense to me. In fact, Tommy, he offered $2K. He offered $2K, and I was like, bro, what are you on? What are you on? $2K for this? It's worth way more than that. At least $8K, probably $10. Yeah, I know. I was upset. I was mad at him. For sure, I was mad at him. But we sent it to another buyer. I put my team on it this morning, and I should have some responses for you probably in the next 2 days. So I'd say likely by Friday we'll know a little bit more. Okay. But I still have big faith in that deal, man. I do. Tommy, I'll tell you what. That's the type of deal I'll submit EMD on just to keep it going, right? Your deal, I probably would personally submit your earnest money deposit just to keep it going if we didn't find a buyer. Because when there's a deal that's creative finance like that I just believe in so heavily, I know that we're going to find a buyer. I know that it's going to happen, and if we don't, I'll probably submit EMD to keep it going unless there's a major condition issue. Audio sound like a robot. You might have to leave and rejoin. All right, the wholesaler 6-7. What's going on, dude?
After our call, I followed up with the realtor on the one in Jacksonville, and he responded, and I don't know what any of this kind of means. So I'm gonna send you a DM of what he said, and can you translate and tell me what I should respond with?
Yes.
Okay. This is the one on Maynard.
Okay. What did he say? Let me see. Hey, Trey, I appreciate the flexibility. So I talked to your agent, and I liked him.
Yeah.
Probably separate parcels. Seller's primary objective, walk with 100,000, close as possible. We said 80, and he said he'd go for that. In cash, funds allocated, another project, open to creative finance, willing to consider leaving one mortgage in place. Great, so we can leave the mortgage in place. He doesn't have to pay that if he's thinking he needs to pay it. Didn't see an LOI. If you have, please share. Okay. Do you still have the initial offer I'd made?
Yeah, I have it copy and pasted.
Put that into AI,
right
have
here.
it generate an LOI, send it to him.
Okay.
And I can talk
And
to
then here was your original offer. Let me. All right, so because we already offered to put 94K down, but he sent the thing and he was like, "I want to be as close to 100K as possible." So I'm wondering, was 94 good enough? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, it's not 94. Remember, it's 94 if we cover. I was saying effectively 94 because we're covering the closing costs. I think what it was is 80K down, 7K closing costs per property per deal, and then that total is effectively 94, not to the seller, but in closing costs paid because we're covering the closing costs. So, I really think that we should. I think we should just have a conversation with him again because I really do think we need to stay around 80. The house is listed for like, what is it, 600,000, and he wants 100 down. 80's pushing it then.
Okay, would you be able to have me back up here tomorrow, maybe at
Yes.
at whenever you can?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Tomorrow
I really
at
want
2
this.
p.m. Remind me to bring up the wholesaler 6-7.
Okay, I added it.
Okay, I'm trying to join Hold My Hand Wholesale in the link, but I don't know how. Go here. Go to www.hmhw.group. Sorry, continue.
I really want this deal to close, so whatever we can.
All right, absolutely. We'll have a conversation with you tomorrow and the agent.
All right, thank you.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm really comfortable out here. We'll just give away something. What are we gonna? Let's give away some Quest bars, guys. We'll give away the Quest bars. Quest bars, or you may opt for Quest cookies. Yes, that is what people do today. So, does anybody find Buy Box Cartel VIP useful? Yeah, you guys will have to answer that question. I find it very useful, but I'm biased in saying that. Okay, so we're gonna do a location today. I'm gonna look for a nice location. We're gonna go for a city. I'm gonna need a city on this one. Okay, we'll go for a city. Worldwide, somewhere. I need the city. 3, 2, 1, go. What city is this? There we go. That's gonna be Moscow. That's gonna be Moscow, Russia. Yes. Hayden wins. Hayden with the Moscow guess. That is correct. Hayden, are you opting for the Quest bars or are you opting for the Quest cookies? I think both are fire. The Quest cookies taste better.
I haven't had either.
You'll like the cookies more than the
It's
bars.
funny. This is the second one that second Moscow trivia that I've won.
Really?
I think both were guesses.
Well, this Moscow, that's the Kremlin.
No, I kind of I kind of recognized it a little bit. I think on that one.
They've got so many different types of cookies. They've got double chocolate chip, snickerdoodle, chocolate chip, peanut butter chocolate chip, cinnamon brown sugar. The double chocolate looks kind of insane. The chocolate chip, I can personally attest, is insane. White macadamia nut too, and they have the snickerdoodle.
Let's just try the classic chocolate chip.
That one's really good. I really like it. I could eat like 10 of them. Let's see if I have your info. I think I do. Oh shit, I really gotta go. Do you still live in... Does your last name start with a G?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And valley is a interesting word to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Super interesting.
All right. Your ETA for your cookies is August 21st, Friday. Let me know how they are.
All right, thanks, dude.
Get those gains.
Will do.
Bro. All right.
Yeah.
What did we give him last time? Last time we gave him... Oh, right. We gave
Rice.
him a 10-pound bag
10
of
pounds
rice.
of rice. It's the only time I've ever won something and had it instantly 10x'd.
Well, yeah. I mean, I looked at it and I was like, wait, 1 pound is actually literally nothing. So we're going to do 10.
I still have yet to get into that bag. I'm pretty pumped.
Oh, yeah. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I got some other
Thanks.
stuff to do. I'll catch you on the next one. I'll leave the live stream open just in case anybody else wants to come up here and talk. See ya. Bye-bye. YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Short little live stream today, about 2 hours. And if you guys, wow, is this real? Yeah, we have, I'll give you an address that closes tomorrow. Here's one for tomorrow. This is $10,000 finder's fee straight off of Zillow. Tomorrow is the closing date. This is about one of 4 or 5 or 6 that I personally have in closing right now. Here it is. Got it for $115. Buyer pays $125. $10,000. Anyways, did you start pickleball before or after getting rich? After. All right, guys. I will catch you all on the next one. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Bye. Catch you guys later.